Welcome to Dixie Sun News at noon. I'm Stephanie Dupar. The hackers responsible for the bomb threat on campus last semester have been identified and arrested. Jimmy Vaughn of North Carolina and George Duke Cohen of the United Kingdom have been arrested and charged with sending false shooting and bomb threats to hundreds of schools. The threats at Dixie State in December were part of a much larger coordinated email attack from the online hacker group Apophis Squad. As of today, Vaughn is in FBI custody and Duke Cohen is serving a prison sentence in the UK for a similar hoax threat to an airliner. A Dixie State student was kidnapped and sexually assaulted at a party off campus last week. The case was originally reported to the St. George Police and to the Title IX office on campus. The case is now in the hands of Dixie State Police.
St. George City PD is fully competent and capable of handling a sexual assault, just as we are. One of the issues was the victim is a student at Dixie State and was speaking to DSU administration about what happened. St. George PD has a large caseload. Their special victims investigators hold anywhere from 20 to plus cases that they're investigating at a time. And because we had the ability and the resources, myself and the administrative sergeant here at DSU took our time, put some duties aside, and handled this case investigation quickly and completely.
Barfus says DSU police would like to help students with any needs they have, whether it be reporting sexual assault, access to counseling, or any questions they have about the legal process. A prominent Dixie State donor died in an avalanche last week during a snowmobiling trip. Local pharmacist Bradley Stapley was remembered at a vigil on Tuesday. He is also being remembered on campus with a yellow ribbon on the bison statue. The university released a statement about his passing. Stapley Pharmacy and the Stapley family have been great champions for Dixie State University. In addition to supporting Dixie State athletics, they have recently purchased a bison through the Trailblazer Art in the City project to show their Trailblazer pride. In front of the pharmacy on Riverside Drive, DSU is so thankful for the Stapley's ongoing support and wanted to show our love and appreciation for the family during this extremely difficult time. Our thoughts are also with the Stapley family. In other campus news, DSU is adding 2 new master's programs, a Master's of Athletic Training and a Master's of Technical Writing and Digital Rhetoric. These programs were approved by the DSU Board of Trustees, but still need to go through another approval process by the Northwest Commission of Colleges and Universities. Utah lawmakers are debating change for 10 cents for paper or plastic bags at grocery stores. Park City and Moab already have plastic bag bans in place, and Logan is making a decision regarding the ban this month. The money would go towards recycling and improving Utah landfills. February is Black History Month, and this year, DSU and the Multicultural and Inclusion Center decided to celebrate the month with diverse events. The purpose of Black History Month is to celebrate those individuals who helped further the advancement of civilization. There will be a poetry night, MLK Day of Service, and an art gallery at the Community Outreach Center. The art will include portraits of Martin Luther King Jr., Harriet Tubman, Malcolm X, and more famous African American figures. The second annual Multicultural and Inclusion Center Poetry Slam is coming back to campus. This event is meant to promote inclusion and awareness of Black History Month.
The focus is just bringing to light a lot of the social, political issues that our African American Black students are facing, but also give chance for students to really express themselves through spoken word, through writings, personal writings and whatnot. This year we have actually teamed up with the National Council of Teachers of English for the National African American Read-In. And what it is, it's a national event that happens in Black History Month to promote literacy for African American students. And so we are partnering with this national organization to make sure that we highlight African American Black authors, books, different things like that.
The Poetry Slam will be held on February 19th at 6 p.m. in the Gardner Center. Valentine's Day has arrived at Dixie State University, and with it come students frantically trying to make plans. Here's what a few students had to say about what they're doing for Valentine's Day.
I'm gonna go to Fiesta with my girlfriend, and we're gonna go to the batting cages, and then we're gonna get some food afterwards. I don't know. She thinks I have everything planned out, and I don't. So
I don't know yet. Yeah.
Have nothing planned, but it's gonna be a great night, and I'm really enjoying this cookie right now.
I am going to Mufu, and it's going to be so great and so much fun, and you should come.
When we come back from break, women's swim has been busy with their RMAC championship that concludes this weekend, softball's upcoming games, tennis, and more.
So we have to be responsible ourselves for our minds.
True, right? But that's
we can't
that's
palm
the
it
issue.
off on being unwitting dupes and just say, oh well, it doesn't count because I got played.
Well, we have some unwitting dupes, Jennifer.
We do, but you can't say because we got played by the Russians that we have to redo the election.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Spring sports are starting to pick up their pace with softball, tennis, swim, women's and men's basketball, all having several games this week. Women's swim continues to break records. The team opened the 2019 RMAC Women's Swimming and Diving Championship in Louisville, Texas, Wednesday. Junior Katie Pack broke her own school record in the 1,000-yard freestyle, and freshman Rebecca Anderson notched the 8th fastest 1,000 free time in program history. Sophomore McKenna Fowler will be receiving the 2019 RMAC Women's Swimming Summit Award this week for her 4.0 GPA. The championship will conclude on Saturday. DSU softball is riding a 3-game win streak after defeating Western Washington 10-7 and Northwest Nazarene twice 6-4 and 13-1. The team kicks off its 2019 Dixie State Classic tomorrow, starting with St. Edward's University at 1 p.m. Saturday. They have a doubleheader beginning with another match against St. Edward's at 12:30 p.m. and Adolph University at 5:30 p.m. The tournament will end on Sunday with Western Oregon at 3 p.m. All games will be played at Carl Brooks Fields. The DSU women's tennis team is starting off its Trailblazer Invitational Friday with a Colorado Mesa at 2 p.m. Saturday they have a doubleheader with Stanislaus State at 10:30 a.m. and Western New Mexico at 2 p.m. The final match will be on February 18th at 9 a.m. against MSU Denver. All matches will be at home. Men's basketball beat Fort Western Colorado with a final score of 74-52 on Friday. They also played Colorado Mesa, winning 80-73 on Saturday. Women's basketball also played Western Colorado on Friday. They slid by with a 67-56 win. The game against Colorado Mesa on Saturday ended in a 59-72 loss. Men and women's basketball will take their final road trip of the regular season this weekend. Their first stop is Alamosa, Colorado on Friday to play Adams State University. Then they'll wrap it up on Saturday in Durango at Fort Lewis College. The women's games begin at 5:30 p.m. and the men's games are at 7:30 p.m. And that's it for this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at Noon. We will see you next week, same time, same place, and as always, have a great Valentine's Day, Trailblazers.